I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe at the end of the video if it helped. This is an instructional guide to assist individuals in acquiring fluency in the English language by familiarizing themselves with elementary level words that begin with the letter A. In total, there are 179 words that have been compiled for this purpose. This is part 7 of 7. Numbers 151 to 179. Some other words you should understand. Noun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, determiners, prepositional phrase, conjunction, pronoun.
(151) Athlete is a noun that refers to a person who is proficient in sports or other physical exercises. Example: Michael Jordan is one of the greatest basketball athletes of all time. 152. Athletics is a noun that refers to a collection of sports events that involve running, jumping, and throwing. Example: the Olympics is an international athletics event where athletes from different countries compete against each other. 153. At last is a prepositional phrase that indicates the end of something after a long wait. Example: at last, the movie started after waiting for an hour. 154. At least is a prepositional phrase that indicates the minimum amount or degree of something. Example: you should drink at least 8 glasses of water every day. 155. At the very least is a prepositional phrase that indicates the absolute minimum or lowest expectation. Example: you should arrive at the airport at the very least 2 hours before your flight. 156. At most is a prepositional phrase that indicates the maximum amount or degree of something. Example: the car can accommodate at most 5 passengers. 157. Atmosphere is a noun that refers to the air surrounding the Earth or any other planet, or the pervading tone or mood of a place or situation. Example: the atmosphere in the concert hall was electric as the band played their hit song. 158. At once is a prepositional phrase that means immediately or simultaneously. Example: please come to my office at once. 159. At present is a prepositional phrase that means currently or now. Example: at present, I am studying for my exams. 160. Attach is a verb that means to fasten, join, or connect one thing to another. Example: please attach your resume to your job application email. 161. Attack is a noun that means an aggressive and violent action against a person or place. As a verb, it means to take aggressive action against someone or something. Example: the lion launched an attack on the zebra. 162. Attempt is a verb that means to make an effort to achieve something. Example: I will attempt to climb the mountain tomorrow. 163. Attend is a verb that means to be present at an event or gathering. Example, I will attend the concert tonight. 164. Attention is a noun that means the act of focusing on something or someone. Example, the teacher demanded the students' attention during the lecture. 165. At the same time is a prepositional phrase that means two or more things happening simultaneously. Example, I can listen to music and work at the same time. 166. Attitude is a noun that refers to a person's way of thinking, feeling, or behaving towards something or someone. Example, she has a positive attitude toward life. 167. Attract is a verb that means to draw or pull towards oneself. Example, the colorful flowers attract bees. 168. Attraction is a noun that refers to something that draws interest, admiration, or attention from people. Example, the Eiffel Tower is one of the biggest attractions in Paris. 169. Attractive is an adjective that describes someone or something that has qualities that draw interest, admiration, or attention from people. Example, she is an attractive woman with beautiful eyes. 170. Audience is a noun that refers to a group of people who listen to or watch a performance, speech, or presentation. Example, the comedian entertained the audience with his jokes. 171. Aunt is a noun that refers to the sister of one's parent. For example, my aunt baked me cookies for my birthday. 172. Author is a noun that refers to a person who writes books, articles, or other written works. For example, J.K. Rowling is the author of the Harry Potter series. 173. Autumn is a noun, British English, that refers to the season between summer and winter when the leaves fall from trees. For example, in autumn, the leaves on the trees turn orange and red. 174. Available is an adjective that describes something that is able to be used or obtained. For example, there are still tickets available for the concert. 175. Average can be both an adjective and a noun. As an adjective, it describes something that is typical or normal. For example, the average height for a man in the United States is 5 feet 9 inches. As a noun, it refers to the result obtained by adding several quantities together and then dividing this total by the number of quantities added. For example, the average of 2, 4, and 6 is 4. 176. Avoid is a verb that means to keep away from or not do something. For example, I try to avoid eating too much sugar. 177. Awake is an adjective that describes someone who is not sleeping or someone who has woken up from sleep. For example, I am awake and ready for the day. 178. Away is an adverb that describes something happening at a distance or not present in a particular place. For example, she lives far away from here. 179. Awful is an adjective that describes something extremely unpleasant or bad. For example, the weather today is awful, it's raining heavily and it's very cold outside.
Athlete. The young athlete had been training hard for months to prepare for the upcoming competition. The athlete's dedication and hard work paid off, as she won the gold medal in the 100-meter dash. Athletics. Athletics is a term used to describe various sports that involve physical activity and competition. The athletics program at the university offers a wide range of sports, including basketball, soccer, and track and field. At last. After years of hard work and dedication, he finally achieved his dream of becoming a doctor. At last, the long-awaited package arrived in the mail, much to her relief. At least. You should try to get at least 8 hours of sleep each night for optimal health. At least 50 people attended the charity event, which was a great success. At the very least. You should wear comfortable shoes when traveling, or at the very least, bring a pair with you. At the very least, he hoped to get an A on the exam. At most. The project should take 2 weeks to complete at most. The tickets for the concert cost $100 at most. Atmosphere. The atmosphere in the restaurant was cozy and inviting, making it a popular spot for locals. Scientists have been studying the atmosphere of Mars in order to learn more about its composition. At once. She knew she had to act at once in order to save the drowning child. He pressed the button and the elevator doors opened at once. At present. At present, there are no plans to reopen the museum due to budget cuts. The company is at present working on developing a new product line. Attach. Please attach your resume to your job application before submitting it. She used glue to attach the pieces of the broken vase back together. Attack. The army launched a surprise attack on the enemy's base, catching them off guard. The dog began to bark and growl, sensing an imminent attack. Attempt. He made an attempt to climb the mountain, but had to turn back due to bad weather. She attempted to bake a cake from scratch, but it didn't turn out quite right. Attend. Will you be able to attend the meeting tomorrow afternoon? The school requires all students to attend at least 90% of their classes in order to pass. Attention. The teacher asked for the students' attention before beginning the lesson. She paid close attention to the directions in order to complete the task correctly. At the same time. She was nervous about giving her presentation, but at the same time, excited to share her research with others. The restaurant had a cozy and intimate atmosphere, while at the same time being lively and bustling. Attitude. Her positive attitude and can-do spirit inspired those around her. He had a negative attitude towards exercise, believing that it was a waste of time. Attract. The bright colors of the flowers attracted bees and butterflies to the garden. The new advertising campaign was designed to attract younger customers to the brand. Attraction. The Eiffel Tower is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Paris. The amusement park has many thrilling attractions, including roller coasters and water rides. Attractive. She wore an attractive dress that caught everyone's eye at the party. The company offered an attractive benefits package in order to attract top talent. Audience. The speaker addressed the audience on issues related to climate change. The movie received mixed reviews from audiences and critics alike. Aunt. My aunt is coming to visit us next week. She has a large family, including several aunts and uncles. Author. The author of the book was a well-known expert in the field of psychology. She had always dreamed of becoming an author, and finally published her first novel. Autumn. The leaves on the trees turned brilliant shades of red and orange in the autumn. Autumn is a popular time for apple picking and hayrides. Available. The new product will be available for purchase starting next month. She checked her schedule to see when she was available for the meeting. Average. The average temperature in July is around 80 degrees Fahrenheit. The company's profits were slightly above average for the industry. Avoid. In order to maintain good health, it's important to avoid smoking and excessive drinking. He tried to avoid his ex-girlfriend at the party, but eventually, they ran into each other. Awake. She was unable to fall asleep and lay awake all night. The loud noise from the construction site kept him awake during the early morning hours. Away. She went away on vacation for 2 weeks, leaving her cat with a pet sitter. He threw away the old magazines that were cluttering up his apartment. Awful. The food at the restaurant was awful and tasted like it had been sitting out for hours. She felt awful after hearing about her friend's tragic accident. Hope you were able to learn something new. Please subscribe so you don't miss the next lesson.